Hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome back to part 8 of my Kasa Free State campaign here in Hearts of Iron 4 Equestria at War. So we're getting declared on by Wittenland, and the problem is that they've got the River Coalition, which right now includes still Lake City, the Nimbusians, the River Republic, Diamond Mountain, Griffonia, and Ponadian. So it's a problem. At least the Bakarans aren't around, but it's not as if they're ever one of the strengths. And did I read that right? The frickin' Wittenland has assumed control of the faction, so they're definitely going to call everybody in. Because usually the River Republic starts out in charge, but when the Civil War happened, that must have been when Wittenland took charge. Okay. Let's see. The war support growth is kind of okay. We kind of have more war support growth than we really need, though, because the tension's so high. 7 days and then 35 days. We've got until July. We can beat Austerland in that amount of time. Let's move back over. Of course, this is going to also increase the size of the border that we have to cover, but you gotta take the good with the bad, because we'll get more factories and such. And plus, it eliminates the option of them just attacking me suddenly. So, yeah, it's Vanguard of Liberation. It's only gonna take 7 days. We've already read this. Let's go. So is the coring thing gonna be a decision we could take? Like, how does this actually work? I actually am not sure how we're supposed to core the area or something. Like, is there a decision? I actually don't know. Occupied state. There's got to be something where I core it. Right? Let's give it a day, maybe? Is there an event pop up? No. Can be cored by Kasa Free State if average compliance of occupied states reaches 40%, which it more than has. Forced labor, harsh quotas. Here we go. Integration. So, only for certain countries. Does that mean it belongs to us now? I have never used the integration thing before. The integration's working over here, and I don't know. Low stability, capped from -7. So its resistance is going to drop to 0. Okay, I guess we just have to wait for this to hit 100 maybe, and then this hits 0 and it'll core? I don't know. I'm going to look this up. I probably should have done this in between. How to core states. Huh. Okay, coring states. I need to find something. This is old. Let's try La Resistance. Here you go, coring states and La Resistance. Let's see here. So in vanilla, it takes a month. And it's going to cost 150 political power whenever I want to do it. Unless there's something I'm just not seeing here. You know what? We kind of are okay. Oh, Asterion is beginning its attack. They're going after Siena Lucia. I don't know. So, I think we could just go for it, though. Every core state gets plus 10% compliance. Map the land. Yeah, we're committing to this maneuver here. Oh boy, I am so freaking nervous. Vidina's got a civil war going on. Kingdom versus kingdom. This guy kind of looks like a dog. Let's keep getting the defense ready. That's right. We have fighters. They don't really exactly have great range, but they do exist. I guess let's get them training. And, gosh, do I want to improve the workers' conditions? Or is there anything else that's maybe more useful? Maybe industrial concern, or... I don't know. Army drills a no-go. But maybe we can get some defense of some kind. Fortification engineers no good. Entrenchment, You know what? Stability is just good for lots of stuff. Let's get it up. Improve the workers' conditions. So we're overdue for it. Gosh, I'm nervous. Is there any resources I'm low on? The tanks, yeah, but the fighters, yes, but that looks worse than it is. I don't know, like, what am I going to need more of later? Eventually we're going to need more rifles, I suppose, so let's do that. Okay. Here we go, here we go. For too long they've acted as a bane on our existence, not contest to oppress their own. The deers of the East raided our coats, enslaving or maiming innocent creatures for naught but greed and bloodlust. We will deal with them and free the thralls. Here we go. The Bloody East. Austerland has tormented us like few others, with their raiders harrying our shores and enslaving our people at many times. Though recent times saw peace, and we perhaps had reason to hope the new Jarl would change things, those hopes have long since been dashed. Jarl Egret turned out to be no better than any of her predecessors, and the only real thing her rise to power gave us was time. Time to prepare ourselves. The deer are too much of a threat to be left alone. They already slew Sonora Pawn, and caused us untold grief once. What happens when they come once more? We don't know, and we don't plan to find out, for there will not be a second time. Kasa will go to war, a war so that the raiders will be broken, their thralls freed, and the tyranny of those blood-soaked berserkers ended for good. For sin, nor upon for freedom. So we're going to declare the war. Stop. We're going to slow it down. Okay, attack and attack. Oh boy. Oh, they're not even over here. That's just terrific, isn't it? Alright, in the meantime, we've got industrial duty. This will gradually increase the development. Okay, we've got our modest illiteracy, and the industrial stuff's not great either. Let's do the literacy first. Yeah, maybe working on our industry is the best thing. We need to be able to constantly pass up guns to the people we've got here. We've got about 3 months to do this war in. Let's try a force attack. Might not be the best idea, but here we are. I'm gonna try to split the country in half like we did before. Strategically redeploy, please. Thank you. Oh, good. Our field marshal can be upgraded. We're gonna need defensive doctrine, I think, later. Recovery rate's good though. Yeah. Recovery rate's gonna be more important. Make him charismatic. Okay. Maybe a little bit faster. How's this going? Another 11, 12 days. It's just a river line the whole way. That's the problem. Okay, kind of looks good, mostly, I'd say. Keep doing some force attacks. Might just be able to push through somewhere, somehow. Good, good. That's going very good. Yeah, do that. Alright. We're out in the open now. Maybe, you know, actually, you come up here. Force them to start adjusting. Here, you no, hold and attack there. One of you hold also, and come over here. Keep the pressure on them. These silly berserkers. We're gonna get off here, I think. Oh no, we're not actually. Stop. Come over here. Now you, let's see, we've got them coming over here. That's fine. You run up the coast. Yeah, I think we got plenty of time. We're going to be just fine. Keep pushing, and you don't need to be doing that. Come over here. They've lost about twice as many as I have. This is small potatoes, though. Nothing to get hung about. Da, 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 da. And that's it! They can no longer withstand the pressure. Excellent, excellent. So we have our own little corner of Griffonia all to ourselves now. Of course, now we have a significantly longer front, so I may live to regret this. Yeah, I probably will. Oh boy. This is a real problem. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 divisions, and we have 11. So, yeah, we're kind of screwed right now. It's okay, though, because I think we had stuff that was going to give us some divisions right here. Yeah, so we can get 2 more divisions here. Wasn't there another one? Completing this focus will unlock special recruitment decisions. All right, let's come over here after we're done learning of Liberty. Because this is going to be finished 20 days. It's going to put us like mid-May. We're going to have 2 months to go. This is 39 days. This is 39 days. We might just barely make it. Oh, it's actually in August. Why did I think it was July? That's better. That's good. Good, 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 good. Well, good's a very relative term where we are right now, because it's still a superior enemy. Not all of my divisions are created equal, far from it. Maybe we can do things like maybe come take this one tile here. See, the river line is good, though. I wonder if I should have been spending political power to, like, make them like me more, and then maybe they wouldn't have justified. Probably not, though. They're supremacist scum. Austerland has fallen. The last stronghold of the deer has fallen, and Austerland is finally under our control. It is a difficult thing to fathom, yet we did it. We went on the offensive, and the tyrants and slavers that used to torment us have fallen before us. Yet we stand as conquerors in a land not our own, and we look back to see the fire and death our invasion created. The price paid was not just our own, and many of those who are now citizens of Kasa have much reason to despise us. All the same, the thralls whose chains are now broken have rallied to us, more than eager to escape bondage. The old elites will no longer be able to use them. Kasa always has done. As Kasa always has done, she will rebuild, she will elevate the broken, and she will prosper once again. So political power goes up, as does compliance. Austerland Committee, step 1 of 2. What is that? Where is that? Up here. Commission of new parishes in case of any extraordinary circumstances where Kasa comes to control and manage new territories. A law named Integration Decree is duly activated to efficiently govern and democratize any lands. Of these, the ones that show most promise will be given the path of integration, culminating in formation of newly electoral municipalities and expansion of citizenship. Okay, that's interesting. So for 100 days, more consumer good factories used. We'll get some, and lowers our political power gain. Okay. Let's find out what that's about. Is it going to, like, automatically integrate for us or something? I don't know. Release nation. Oh, I don't think so. But seriously, how do I deal with this? Integration is grayed out here. I just don't know how I'm actually supposed to do it. I really don't. I've never done this. Is it a decision? Yeah, everything seemed or is, oh no, yeah, we've cored it. Like, that's it. We're done. They're cored now. Shouldn't we have a little more population, or have we just lost that much? We have so many guns. So many guns, and we're not allowed to give them to anybody. Okay, so yeah, this is like on paper a better move here. Doing this just to get 2 quick divisions, but it's still not going to fill us up. So we've got to go into down here. Ever since First Commander Kexa took office, many in the administration pestered her about increasing military cooperation as a great way to facilitate her foreign policy agenda. Chief among them was the diplomat Silera Meru, Perhaps it is time to hear them out, even if the spirit of Altu's military plans are about reducing reliance on Macawia. Alright, we're going to see what this is about. Improving the workers' conditions is sort of helping, but not a lot. Nice. Nice tech bonus. We can boost our entrenchment even more. And I think we're going to. Why did I do the mage companies when I'm not going to be able to put them in for like a couple of years? That was dumb. That was foolish. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we've got like... No, it looks like our every tile here in the east is covered, so we just need 1, 2 more. Damn, maybe I should have done this. But the problem is there's still superior divisions that we're facing. There's just no way we can catch up with, say, whatever the River Republic is putting out there in the field. Not right now, anyway. Probably when the Republic is declaring... Oh, man. Is there anybody who's about to go to war with somebody else, maybe? No. I was hoping that maybe they could drag the River Coalition into war that way, but... Everybody's definitely coming for us. Because Wittenland is the leader. Damn. Flawless justice. Oh, harmony. Is this new? Establish social security. What? Huh. I don't think I've seen this harmony tree. Alright. Okay, we've got until June. 39 is gonna... We basically have time for one more. We gotta find out what these special recruitment decisions are. For a long time, the Ramu de Strangeris has been the backbone of our military. It can still have a place among the Garda de Nacional, even if its role will be one of support rather than of a spearhead. After all, many exiles are willing to come and fight under our banner. We will just need to nudge control away from Sao, Pinaro, and Seguro. Maybe we need to move to a backup line. Something like this. Of course, then we're not going to have rivers on our side. But it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles. We can maybe even thrust it forward a little bit, do these mountains here. So 1... Damnation. Something like... If we look at this, something like, I don't know. Here. It's forest. How is this not a mountain? Or it just doesn't help too much. The midnight meeting. The storm rain was battering the window of Altu's office. Altu looked in the distance as a tree fell in the neighboring park. She blew on her tea and drank a sip. The nightly storm was benefiting her mood. So little was going her way. Early in the afternoon, they tried it again. Silera Madu and the Harpy Lobby, as she began to call it, had been out in full force, trying to convince her to increase cooperation with the Macawians. She had stormed out. Why was the Kasan establishment so Tartarus bent on increasing reliance on Macawia rather than developing a true army of freedom? She understood the use of it, but why expand it to such extents? The more power they have, the Harpies, or they gave the Harpies, the less Kasa would be able to choose their own way to wage war. She even pondered, was it to control her? Would Ramadi have to deal with such pressure? Would Ramadi have to deal with such pressure? Thunder roared again in the distance as she took another sip. Then came the knock. For the moment, she hoped it was her husband, but she knew he was away for a symposium in Fireport. She sighed. Come on in, Silera. The diplomat entered, followed by none other than Passerina. Altu sneered. What's he doing here? I don't recall hiring him. Silera interjected. I took the liberty of inviting him. Sir Passerina is a well-known expert on Macawian relations, after all. He has only been communicated... What is public record, of course. Oh, okay. Well, you get out then. I can listen to the expert without the help of your ears, Silera. Silera looked surprised, but didn't object. He nodded. It was a he! Oh, my He nodded respectfully, smiled, or rather smirked, and left. What was it what he had hoped for, or was it just his usual shifty self? She didn't know, but at the very least she would rather listen to the old accountant rather than him. She sat back, sipped her tea, and waved at him to start talking. My first commander, Miss Kexa, I'm afraid that you are getting played like a fiddle. No, don't throw me out yet. What I mean is that Solera knows how to get under your skin, which is why he invited me. But I'll tell you this, I know him. He's offering you a deliberately limited treaty, hoping you refuse it. Then he'll use that to rally the advisory council into forcing you to sign a much more binding treaty. So play the part, sign, and maneuver from there. How do you know that, and why are you telling me? He cheats at cards and thinks I don't notice. You don't play, and I'd rather trust earnestness in military affairs. Fine. Okay. What are we gonna do here? We've got exactly 35 days. This won't be ready until 2 days later. We're just gonna die. That's plain and simple. We are going to die. But we will make it such an end as to be worthy of remembrance. Oh, dang it. A comic side. Why do I have so many stupid ponies in my nation? I always forget about that decision. As many times as I play in Griffonia, I always forget that that's going to happen. Alright, well, not much to do now but wait for the war. Although they seem to be moving some divisions away if I didn't know any better. Oh, wait a minute. We need to be ready for naval invasions. We don't exactly have much of a navy to fend it off with. Can't mine lay. I don't know. Put them like here or something. Actually, wait. No. Remove that. Let's make it a... Just patrol. Just patrol. We've got 2 cruisers and 3 destroyers. Wow. Incredible, huh? Quit doing your pilot exercises. And, I don't know, sign yourself there. Or whatever. There goes Adelart. What are they up to? They're really loading up right here in this corner. What's the point of focusing on industry? Guess I could work on construction or something. Or, no, just, everything sucks. I hate it. Let's move one of you over here. Bjorgham. Alright, we are how many days away? Like 4 days? Yeah. No, it's the 15th of August. Wasn't it the 4th? What happened? You guys saw that, right? It was the 4th? Wait a minute. Oh. We have a little dissension in the ranks. It looks like the Riverland Socialist Federal Republic has broken away and is now head of a new union. They've got war goals against everybody. They will lose. They will definitely lose if they take on everyone at once. On the other hand, they maybe have a lot of divisions, but the important thing is that has now weakened Wittenland and potentially opens a second front. But I'm still wondering, I could have sworn it said August 4th. Only the finest shall serve. What's going on here? Did they do something that cost them political power? No, if anything, this stuff is giving them political power. Very strange. What's going on here? They're up to something, but we're going to definitely take this next to get the 2 more divisions. I am sure. Yes, this is good. Okay, so the Federal Socialists have just broken away, and then what is this? There seems to be some sort of uprising going on. Yeah, okay, they're now at war with everybody in the Riverland Coalition, so this is good for me. Damn, I actually kind of hope that I get called into the war now. Okay, but we got to get these 2 divisions here. So we need professional troops, and we need them now. Let us offer a deal to the Macawians. We shall send Cossins to go through the Ramui de Sanjare training regime and pay for the difference. This way, we will free up infrastructure and equipment for training that we could better use elsewhere. Well, also, let's see what this decision is. Special recruitment decisions. 50 political power each. The Nobu Ramu de Sanjaris is bursting at the seam with new recruits, and we have the opportunity to expand this elite fighting force. So as soon as we select it, it's instantly deployed. That's wonderful. Good. Maybe we've got a chance after all. We need 3 more political power to get the next one. Oh my god, and they're veterans. Mwah, 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 mwah. Yeah, these are, oh, well, maybe not that great, actually. It's fine. Any news is good news. We'll push where we can, flex where we can't. Alright, so we're going to take the Macawian training. And then, what is it going to take? Geez, only 0.6. So what's this? The new Legionnaires. As she looked over the training camp of the Legion, Altu couldn't help but feel pride. For all of her reservations about these forces, she had to admit that there was something thrilling about seeing a whole army of volunteers dedicated to the cause of freedom. Amalita Vispo next to her seemed to share her enthusiasm. So that's our Griffin general, who's not here right now. All these Griffs, most of them out of Gryphus and Broadfield, will obey your orders, ready to die to defend democracy and harmony. This made Altu think about what Passerina had told her many nights ago. She turned towards the Griffiness. Who do they serve, General? Kasa or Macawia? The Griffiness seemed a bit shocked by the idea and frowned before answering. My first commander, they are not mercenaries. They are exiles, lost in a world that robbed them of a happy life in their homelands. They fight for the flag and what it represents, not for who stalks the mess hall. Good. Then it was time for the review of the troop. They formed a perfect line, a show that Altu did enjoy. Finally, she stood and spoke. Leaders! None of you were... Excuse me. Legionnaires! Legionnaires! Wait, I need to get water. Okay. Legionnaires! None of you were born under the star-spangled flag. Who you were before and what you did then matters little. You have abandoned your old lives and decided to put them in service of Kasa. What we do by duty of birth, you do out of your own free will. For freedom! For freedom! Cried out the Legionnaires, throwing their hats in the wind. Altu smiled. Who's playing the fiddle now? We shall expand our horizons, so then when we're done, once we actually proclaim the National Guard, we'll get non-core opponent power plus 5%, which is pretty good because that was the thing we could have gotten if we had gone with the other leader. But it's good to have it now. And exiles and refugees are ready to serve. We can get a recruitable population of plus 1%. Something tells me we're not going to be able to core the Riverlands once we go in there. So we shall expand our horizons. Plus, this is good for these deer areas out here. This ultimately doesn't matter a whole lot. It's so small what we're dealing with. But we can form the second one, the Nobu Ravers. Okay, they're veterans. It's something, huh? Okay. The gratitude of the deers. Reports have arrived from... Oh my god. Stop. Reports have arrived from our garrison in Austerland. Despite some initial acts of resistance and distrust of many of the former nobility, reports show that the occupation is going exceptionally well. At first, our troops were coldly welcomed by many of the most remote rural populations where serfs and thralls had little understanding of what Kasa stood for. Then, those who had collaborated with the Scapitoria came forward, and the change of legislation caused its effects. Slowly, troops were no longer welcomed with fear or coldness, but with flowers being thrown at them and cold mead being offered. Freed thralls enrolled in the military were happily offered to help our forces. Those who were employed in our companies even refused at first to take breaks, either from the force of habit or to show their happiness. That was quickly shut down by Kasan workers not wanting their own breaks and benefits being put in jeopardy. Yeah, it's like, yeah, whoa. Where was I? Commandeers and free deers were no different, as the enforcement of new land rights, labor laws, and the end of outrageous rent by the nobility allowed them to thrive. Some even began to hang the portrait of First Commander Altu Keksa in their homes. It was really only Hornavik that those who benefited from the old system were resisting, and even then, cooler heads seemed to be prevailing. Kasa stands for all who yearn for freedom. Okay, so nothing's going to happen, I guess, but I like the event. I do enjoy the event. You'd think that would go with like a compliancy gain or something, but I'm seeing the time, so we're going to stop it here. It appears in the next episode the war will begin, so hopefully next episode's longer than 5 minutes. I don't just get crushed like a grape, but it actually looks to me as though nobody's actually on this border, so I kind of hope Vittenland does it. I don't know. Actually, I could hope. Maybe be careful what you wish for, because while I could initially push them, it's still 5 nations. Actually, no, it's technically 6 nations. Yeah, Diamond Mountain, Deponia, Lake City, Vittenland, Ponhadia, and the Nimbusians. So it I don't know. It's a lot. If nothing else, we just don't have the army to fill the tiles, but maybe Vittenland will be considered the only major power within them, and if we just capitulate them, they'll all fall. We just got to get to Wittenberg, which is already under siege. Interesting. We'll have to wait and see. So, we'll see. I'll see you next time. I'm Conquering History Games. Fingers crossed, y'all.